Today's story is one that has left viewers emotional, longtime fans reflective, and the entire broadcasting world quietly holding its breath. Al Roker, the beloved face millions wake up to each morning, has faced many storms throughout his life. But this was the one he never saw coming, and it would test not only his strength, but the unbreakable bond he shares with his wife, Deborah Roberts. How did this deeply personal chapter unfold? What truth was kept behind the cameras, and how did Deborah's unwavering presence become the anchor that carried Al through the most challenging period of his life? Stay with me as we walk through this emotional journey together. For decades, Al Roker has been more than a television icon. He's been a trusted voice, a dose of warmth in the early hours, a symbol of resilience and good humor. And standing beside him has always been Deborah Roberts, journalist, storyteller, and the quiet force who has shaped their life with grace, strength, and compassion. To millions, they embodied partnership, balance, devotion, a marriage built not on perfection, but on patience, laughter, and profound respect. But in life, even the strongest hearts encounter storms. According to those close to the couple, the past year brought a set of unexpected challenges. It began subtly, a fatigue Al brushed aside, a shortness of breath he attributed to long workdays, a pain he waved off as age catching up. Deborah noticed first. She always did. A slight change in his energy, a heaviness in his steps, the kind of things only a partner who truly watches you, truly knows you, can see. As the months went on, those small moments became harder to ignore. Friends say Deborah urged him gently, then firmly, to slow down, to listen to his body, to prioritize his health. But Al, ever the professional, ever the steady presence on camera, pushed forward. "People count on me," he reportedly said. "I can't just disappear." Then came the turning point. One quiet morning, before dawn, when Al felt a weakness so sharp he had to sit down midway through his routine. Deborah, awakened by instinct more than sound, rushed to his side. That moment, that tremble in his hand, that look in his eyes, was the moment they both realized this was something they could no longer outrun. The next days unfolded in a blur of appointments, scans, and difficult conversations with doctors. Those close to the family described Deborah as a pillar, calm, focused, asking every question, taking every note, grounded, even as fear tried to creep in. Al, usually so upbeat, so full of light, was shaken, not just by the medical reality, but by the weight of it all catching up. The years of early mornings, the pressure, the expectations, the constant push to show up for everyone except himself. Word of his sudden absence from the show rippled quietly through the industry. Fans grew concerned. But what few people knew was the depth of the emotional battle being fought behind the scenes, not only against a health challenge, but against the vulnerability of confronting one's own limits. Yet through it all, Deborah never left his side. Friends say she read to him in the evenings, made him laugh even when he felt too tired to smile, and reminded him again and again that his worth had nothing to do with ratings, appearances, or productivity, that the man she loved was so much more than the career he had built. In those weeks, their marriage was not shaken, it was strengthened, refined, deepened. As Al recovered, a new clarity began to form. He reportedly became more reflective, more intentional. He spoke about gratitude, about slowing down, about the gift of having someone who stands with you not only in celebration, but in uncertainty, about how Deborah's strength held him together when he didn't have the strength to hold himself. Meanwhile, viewers flooded social media with messages of love, support, and memories of how Al had brightened their mornings for decades. The outpouring moved him deeply. It reminded him that connection, genuine connection, was the true legacy he had built. When Al finally returned to television months later, he carried with him a gentler pace, a renewed appreciation for health, and an overwhelming gratitude for his family, especially Deborah. Insiders say he credits her for guiding him through the darkest chapter of his journey with unwavering love and remarkable poise. For a couple admired by millions, this quiet storm, faced privately and courageously, revealed something timeless: that real partnership is not defined by public moments, but by the unseen ones, the ones where fear meets hope, where exhaustion meets comfort, and where love becomes the steady ground beneath unsteady feet. If you want to stay updated on more stories like this, stories of resilience, love, and the human side of the people we welcome into our homes each day, make sure you subscribe, tap that notification bell, and stay tuned. Because there's always more to learn, more to share, and more moments that remind us just how powerful the human spirit can be.